members, I know that you're smart already because you found the building and a way to get in. So that's number one. And also that you're brave because you got out in this weather to find the building and come right in. So I know you're a great group already. So what's going to happen today is you're going to get all your questions answered, and maybe some questions answered that you didn't have as questions, but actually they're useful to you. So it's just going to be a lot of chatting. Our Master of Ceremonies is Brian Hedges, who is the Vice President of ALL, and I'm going to turn it over to him, and he's going to run away with it. And so it's my great pleasure to bring up to the podium Brian Hedges.
Yay, Brian!
Hi, everybody. Good morning. So what we've got this morning is to give you a little bit of an overview of the benefits of membership, a few comments about logistics, and then we have Larry Brown, one of our favorite coordinators. People love his classes. Going to talk a little bit about what it's like to be in a class, and then we've got a little bit of time for table talk. So we're going to find out from you kind of why you're here, what brought you here, what you'd like to see, what you'd like to get out of it. And then there's an optional tour for those who would like, including, if you want, a little bit of information on accessibility. So if you or someone you know needs accessibility, there'll be some information about that. So let me start with some of the benefits of membership. Excuse me. So you are now part of a community, and that's different from a lot of the other opportunities that you might get to learn. We're geared by charter to people 50 and up. I would say the average age of our members is probably in the early to mid 70s, something like that. But it's not just academic. There is a community, and there's a feel to it that's different from what you might get in some other places. In particular, when you go to class, and you'll, I think, hear this from Larry, it's very participative. I was in the retirement business for 45 years, and I did a class on retirement. In fact, I thought I would teach a class on chess. I came in and talked with our curriculum coordinator, and he said, we already have a class on chess, so what else do you know? And I said, well, I just retired. Maybe I could talk about retirement. Did a class in retirement, and it turns out I learned as much from the members in the class as I brought to it myself, because there's a lot of discussion back and forth, and we had somebody who was a doctor, somebody who was a financial planner, and people from all walks of life. So it's really neat, that kind of environment, and you get a lot out of that. We are a not-for-profit organization. We're all volunteer, so there's nobody here going to try to sell you anything. If you run across that, please let me or Roger or somebody else know, because we want to stop that. This is meant to be, people are here because they love to learn. There are a lot of different reasons why people come in, but it's because they've got a passion for learning and being with other people, learning with other people. So that's a little bit different here. There is a wide variety of courses. I don't know if you can see through the glare here in the screen, but take a chance to look at it now or later. But we've got courses across all different areas. I mean, I think one that we've talked a lot, just because it's new and different lately, is RV life. But there's literature, there's history, there's current events, there are games and activities, chess and bridge. I think we even got, for the first time in a while, we've got somebody teaching French this year. I know one of the highly popular classes that was sold out early was AI. So you can find all kinds of different things. Steve, you said you were taking Whitey Bulger on the one hand and
the genome one.
And the genome one. So look at the variety. That's one person. I'd encourage you to look around at some of the different things. So, I took a class based on what day it was available on classic westerns in the fall, and I thought, well, let's see what it's like. It was really fun, and I got to go back and see what it means that the cavalry shows up at the end of a movie and rescues everybody. So it's a lot more engaging than I had even anticipated. So look for that. Let's see. We are about social interaction as well as learning. So some people join because there's a specific class. One of the things that we talked about in the retirement class is that a fulfilled retirement is not just having enough money to retire on. We used to say this all the time when I was working with people getting ready for retirement. You want social interaction and you want to keep your brain active. Well, you get to do all those things here. And the social interaction is a lot of part of it. If you were here last semester on a Wednesday, one of our busiest class days, the buzz in the hallway outside classes was just really fun to listen to, and the topics are all over the place as people talk about different things. It's what's going on in their life, it's what's going on in their class. And I would encourage you today at the table talk just to share with each other what classes you're here for and why you decided to take them. All right. Yeah, we do have semester and half semester classes. We've also got remote and hybrid and in person. So if you know somebody who can't show up in person, and we're recording this so that people will see it, if they only take Zoom classes, remote classes, it works for everybody. It's not everybody can get out to a college campus like this. It is a fun place to be if you get here. It's you see the other students walking around, they're kind of looking at you, realizing you're a little bit older than 20, 21, and trying to figure out who you are, but engage in a conversation, have a good time with them. It's there's an energy to it that's different than what you might find in some other places. So let's see. One of the benefits, I guess this goes with socialization, is you get to meet new people, and they don't always have the same things in common with you, but there is a remarkable overlap sometimes about the things that people enjoy and that you enjoy, or that you remember from when you grew up. I don't know if you've seen those quizzes online where they're like, if you remember this, you're officially old, and then they show a picture of I don't know, Trix cereal or something like that. You'll find other people that remember the same things you do and celebrate the same things that you do. So, all right. No grades, no tests, no stress, unless you want one. So I taught a class on chess. I did manage to be able to teach one at one point, and I offered people a test if they wanted one. I had a couple take me up on it. And we did a simultaneous at the end where I got to play everybody at the same time. That was kind of a test. But you're not required to take a test. You don't have to have homework. If you want some, you can ask the coordinator for one. I'm sure they'll be obliging. But it's meant to be kind of laid back and enjoyable. And you know, learning can be fun. So make it that way. So. You do have a chance to explore some new areas of interest. So I mentioned like the Westerns class. We are on a lottery system, so that's how we sign up, at least at the moment. So you put in your name, it's not first come, first serve. Sometimes you get the classes you want, sometimes you don't. I would encourage you, if you don't get the class you want, try something else. We have a microbiologist, for example, teaching on the genome, right? We've got a professional person who did theater for several decades in the back. We've got a longtime columnist for the Cape Cod Times. We have people who are experts in their particular area and have a passion for what they do. Even if it's something that you're not sure would be right for you, try it out. It's definitely worthwhile. I know I saw, with respect to aging, I mentioned like 3 things you need. You do need to have enough money to have maintain a lifestyle. You do need to have social interaction. You do need to keep your brain active. But one of the best things you can do is to try new things out. There was one of the doctors out there that recommended, yes, doing crossword puzzles every day, that's good for you. But he was practicing drawing with his left hand, and he's right-handed. He wasn't very good at it, but because it was new, it opened up brand new neural pathways and helped him out. So that's something you can do. Learning a language. I went back to taking piano again after a 50-year break. It's not great, but I'm having a lot of fun. So anything you can do that helps open up those new pathways is helpful. Right? And I already talked about a chance to socialize with your peer group. All right. Some other benefits of membership. So You do have multiple classes that you can take. We also tend to have some that get filled up right away and others that stay open. And for the ones that are open, you can join in later, especially if it's on an adjacent time and day. That can work out really well. So look around for that opportunity. We do have special events. So those are both educational and social. So we had an event on all about Social Security. We had a Zoom class on qualified charitable donations. So one of the things you're able to do when you get older is to, instead of just sending your money to the government, to donate it to something that is meaningful to you. We had an event down at WHOI, the Woods Hole Oceanographic Institute. Very special. You got to see all the inside workings of Woods Hole. That was really cool. There was one other here. We had a conservation speaker, so talk about events on the Cape and how we take care of some of the resources that we've got here. We also have social events, so you might see a concert. I think I heard somebody was in the Motown class. I'm not sure if it'll come off or not, but there might even be a Motown concert, so that would be a good overlap with that class. Those sell out pretty quickly too, so be on the lookout for those. Right. Let's see. Let's go to logistics a little bit. So there are 3 lots down here that people tend to park in, 9, 10, and 11. I think Roger mentioned 9 was pretty full today. There's something else going on, maybe a dental clinic, one of the neat things about the college. 10 and 11 are pretty good. I park in 11. I don't mind coming up the stairs under the building, but you can also go into the building and up the elevator if you want to go that way. They're all about the same distance, but they're all available. You're not wed to one in particular. As I said, Roger will address accessibility as part of the tour, if there's interest. Registration. So the catalog that we have, both online or in print, is available by topic or by day and time. So you can access it either way. And you can sign up. Now, you're already signed up because you're going to classes, but as I said, there are more available. If you want to sign up though, or if you're talking with others and they're interested, you can do it remotely. You can do it the old-fashioned way, fill out a piece of paper and send it in the mail. Or we actually have a little registration desk. So that the building where all our classes are is out the front door here and off to the left. It's the same building as the cafeteria. But you can go there and there's a little desk where you can either on your own sign up or you can ask somebody at the desk for help and they'll help you out with it. So they all work and what we really want to do is make it easy for people to get here and get in. So the cafeteria itself, it's on the honor system. So if you get hungry or thirsty, you go in, you pick something up. There's a little scanner. You don't have to take the scanner out of the container, just leave it in the cradle, put your item, put the barcode under it, and make sure the little red dot lines up with the barcode. And then you just put your credit card, either tap it or swipe it, and you can pay for it. Also, at least once a year, I don't know if it's more than that, I don't know if it'll be in the spring, but I had a delicious Thanksgiving dinner that the school paid for back in November. That was great. They're like, come on in, have something. It's also a pretty good place to hang out. So if you like the energy of having a bunch of students around, you go to the cafeteria and hang out. We've had a couple of classes where people enjoyed the classes so much that they decided they'd meet in the cafeteria afterwards and talk about things. If you'd rather quiet, or just sit with one person instead of a whole group. Upstairs from our classes, there's a little space where you can hang out. Just if you see the chessboard, just correct it because they always have the black square on the right, and it should be the white square on the right, but that's my own peccadillo. So, all right. There's a small thing, but name tags. So you filled out name tags today. We actually have those for classes. We like people to get to know each other. There's a little bin right in front of the main office desk where you can leave your name tag and reuse it. I think we had 6 or 7 people named Bob. You can, if you want to decorate your name tag to identify yourself somehow. I think I took a class on writing prompts and westerns, so I had a horse and a little quill pen. Please feel free to express yourself. I know Annette today has a little smiley face in her name tag, so you go for it. Joan, you got something too, I see.
Just right here.
No, the other Joan behind you. So, yeah, you do what you need to be yourself. That's part of the fun. So then people get to know you. And then if there are any issues that you come across on the website, is our main contact Cynthia. You can reach her by email or you can reach her by phone. And if there are any issues at all, I understand there was a registration question, so just let's contact Cynthia and she'll sort it out for you. She's over there today, working if you need help today to sort things out. So that's what I had for benefits of membership and logistics. And I want to turn it over to Larry, but ask, are there any questions on that? There don't have to be, so, all right. Thank you, and Larry, come tell us what a class is like. And I heard one of our folks say, I don't know always what Larry's going to teach, but I'm going to go to his class regardless of what it is. I like it that much. So he's a lot of fun.
Thank you. Good morning. Morning. Good morning. I don't know if I need, can you hear me all right?
Yeah.
Anybody can't? Because I know some people have more of a hearing issue. How's that?
That's better.
Okay. All right. This is not a symbol of authority. It's a symbol of infirmity. I've had 3 spinal surgeries and a hit-and-run driver sent me flying a couple of years ago. So that's been helpful. First of all, most of you have these in front of you. If you're new students, bring these to class, and that will help us know who we're talking to. I taught in secondary schools, middle and upper, for 42 years before coming here. And this is what I was made to do. Very different teaching kids and teaching grown-ups. My first year with ALL was COVID. And so nobody met in person, it was all on screen. And that was a real shock after having kids in my room face to face to be on Zoom. Rapidly we realized in that year, I had people who had been married for 50 years who lost a partner and couldn't see anybody except on screen. And you spoke about community before, and that's real. But it's as real as you want to make it real. You can come in and go to class and get your car and drive away, or you can hang around and get to know folks better because they're good folks. Every year, that's what I found, is good folks here. When you teach kids, there's sort of this osmotic flow of information from a source of greater concentration to a source of lesser concentration. That's less the case here. I'm about to teach a course on the Middle East, and I can count on it. I'm going to have somebody in the room who has spent 15 years in an NGO in Iran or somewhere. When you have a room full of adults our age, you've got a lot of experience, a lot of knowledge, a lot of academic knowledge, a lot of professional knowledge, and all of that is available in the conversations. This is not a lecture format program here. Nobody likes to get taught. Well, Mark Twain once said it's a terrible death being taught to death. Discussions are better. I will beg my classes every day, first day, second time we meet, please interrupt. Hand up and interrupt. It's the discussion that makes this place really work. It's that confluence of everything that everybody knows and has experienced and has been wondering about, all coming together into one room, and it's the discussions that make it sing. So please don't feel with me or with anybody that because somebody is in a position of authority or teaching or whatever, that they're the guru and your job is to sit there and be quiet and absorb. Please get into the mix. Bring your experience, bring your questions into it. Whenever I've taught theology here, one of the things I've noticed, most every time I have a class in religion, about 3/4 of the people in it fled Sunday school, church, and all of that in their teens for a variety of reasons. And there were conversations that they needed to have when they were 14 that they never got to have. And then it occurs to them in ALL that I can have those conversations now. Bring your questions, bring the things that you've always wanted to know about, that you've always wanted to talk about. Bring them here. And then talk it up in class. As has been pointed out, we're not a homework program, we're not a test program. You're not going to get a diploma at the end of it. You simply walk out smarter than you walked in. You walk out knowing people you didn't know when you walked in. You come out richer. I'm not going to run on and on because I'm only one of a whole bunch of coordinators here, and we're all different. It's the same thing as when you went to school when you were young. Your teachers are all different. Their personalities are different. Their reasons for teaching are different. And you'll see the same thing here. So if I get into any more detail, it would just be about what's going on in my room. But the idea that you can hang around after class or go down to the Commons and continue conversations is one of the neat things about this. Do you have any questions of me? I think I've pretty much said everything I wanted to say. Okay, I'll see you in class.
All right, thank you, Larry. Hey, take a class with Larry, you'll enjoy it. And I have not had the benefit yet, because every time there's a class that I really, really want, it happens to be at the same time as one that I'm coordinating. So, but we're working on it. We're just going to have a little bit of a table talk, just get to know each other a little bit. I really value your input. Here, we want to make this program as good as it can be and want to continue to make it better, but it doesn't have to be really long. But it is fun just to talk with people and see what's on their mind and what drives them. And then, well, right after that, we'll have the tour. So please enjoy that. So, are there any additional questions? So, all right. Thank you very much. Oh, yeah. There's nosh. So if you like cookies, coffee, please use it up. And by the way, if you don't get through it, it's not going to waste. We're going to freeze them and we'll have them available the first week of class. All right, we recycle.